This is Power Ground Boxing, where we're dedicated to the great sport of boxing. I need you to subscribe right now for another jab of boxing news from around the world, commentary and entertainment. But mostly, our focus on this channel is to honor those of the past and the present who have made a positive contribution to this great sport of boxing. Right now, we get ready to talk about some boxing news. This is Quick Jab, and right now, we're getting ready to talk about Conor Benn. That's right. Conor Benn is one of the latest and greatest welterweights that has popped hot for performance enhancement drugs. It's ridiculous. Let's talk about it, fight fam. Listen up. Apparently, Conor Benn, he needs to have a seat. But Conor Benn, he's fed up with all this deliberation surrounding him popping hot on this drug test. Now, he's a British heavyweight, but he just went on social media, right? And he's basically pleading with VADA. If you don't know who VADA is, that is the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. Now, he's pleading with VADA, and he's talking to the WBC, and basically, he is trying to rush them in the process of doing their investigation of him taking an illegal substance. Yeah, you heard what I said. Like, what? What are you talking about, dude? He need to have a seat. Okay, let's talk about some more about this thing right here. Okay, so now listen. He tested hot for a banned substance, right? It was called clomiphene. And VADA are the individuals who caught him. Now, he was getting ready to face Chris Eubank, right? But it was discovered that he had this performance enhancement in his system. And then, of course, that made it where things had to be called off. And then, the WBC, they dropped Ben from its welterweight rankings. And then he had to relinquish his boxing license. And, a lot of the fallout from, getting punched in the stomach or getting tested and caught with performance enhancement drugs. Now, these guys have like a 400-page document, right, that Conor Benn sent to the WBC trying to clear his name. He went on social media. I want to say it was Twitter. And, he was telling the WBC that, he want to get on with his career and giving all these, I'm going to call it a finagled or falsified accusations and declarations to clear his name. Now, he is double downing on his innocence. But this is what I will say. He has a lot of persistence. You got what I'm saying? He really has gigantic balls, because he's taking shots at Gervonta Davis, right, on Twitter. Talking about, and Gervonta Davis, he was recently hit with some crazy charges. He wrote to Gervonta Davis, they going back and forth or whatever. And it was saying, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, little man. That's what he was saying to Gervonta Davis. I guess Gervonta said something that he didn't like and et cetera, But, this is what I will say. You know what? Let me give you some information about Conor Benn. That's what I'm going to do. Look, okay, so Conor Benn, his nickname is the Destroyer. Of course, he's a British welterweight. I think he's like 25, 26. He's 5'8". I think he's got 21 wins, 14 wins by knockout. He has 0 losses. And he just, he just got hit with this sit down notice. And now he's very, very angry at VADA. Now, what I don't like about the situation is the audacity and the balls of an individual, you got popped hot. VADA did the testing. You have an illegal, I don't even know what clomiphene, I don't know what it does. Maybe it helps you cut weight. I don't know what it is. But you have an illegal substance in your system. And then you have a nerve to send any type of message to the WBC or to VADA, you got a nerve to say anything about, hey, hurry up with the process. I'm trying to continue on with my career. Well, listen, this goes out to Conor Benn and all these other individuals who are caught cheating. Don't rush the process. And if you're such in a hurry, if you so, oh man, I gotta get on with my career. If you so in a hurry, this is what you need to do. Start your own performance enhancement league. Go use your performance enhancements in your own league, and then you fight all the other individuals who are popping hot for performance enhancement drugs. Do you got me? That's what you need to do. Don't rush the process. Don't be over there telling how dare you rush VADA and rush these individuals after you get caught with drugs in your system. Oh, I'm looking forward to clearing my name. What are you talking about? Clearing what name? Clearing what name? They did the test. You had a drug in your system. You didn't say, hey, I didn't take that drug. No, you didn't say that. I haven't read anywhere online where Conor Benn says, I have not taken that drug right there. I didn't read that online. If you do, post in the comment section and I will definitely read the article. So are you saying that this testing organization, they don't know how to test for drugs? And if they don't know how to test for drugs, then why did a drug come up in your system? Listen, there are very famous individuals who are much more famous than Conor Benn, who have notoriety, a bigger fan base than Conor Benn. And they are popping hot for performance enhancement drugs. And then once they pop hot, they are saying, hey, I don't know. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But they don't have the nerve to try to rush the people or the organization who is responsible for doing the investigation. So I'm just very disturbed, to say the least. I'm just really, I'm shocked. And what was crazy is, I remember when they first announced Conor Benn and Eubank, right? And I remember Eubank Sr. coming out and saying some things. And I was like, man, Chris Eubank Sr., Chris Eubank Jr., your dad is a hater. I was like, man, why you hating on Conor Benn? I was like, man, he put in that hard work. I was believing him, like, man, this dude put in this hard work. Man, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a good one between Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn. I think they're going to do a good job. I was all excited, and I'm hardly ever excited for British boxing because they don't do a lot of promoting in America. And I live in the Americas. So since I live in the Americas and they don't do a lot of promoting in the America, when I saw Conor Benn and I saw Eubank, I'm like, yo, I know them. Oh man, I was anticipating. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a good one. I was like, ooh, this is gonna be good. And then you pop hot for a performance enhancement drug. And then you got the nerve to be saying, hey, Vada, y'all need to hurry up y'all process. If y'all do an investigation, hurry up your investigation so I can get on with my career. You don't need a career. You need to go home, or you need to start a performance enhancement drug league, and y'all create that PED league. And then guess what? Y'all can fight all in the PED league. You know, it's really killing me right now. Different individuals who feel as if it's okay to cheat this system. Every time a boxer steps inside of that square circle, they are putting their life on the line every single time. Listen, if you are in the amateurs, understand this. I don't care if you got a dream of being a Golden Gloves champion. If you are in the amateurs, you are putting your life on the line. If you just turned pro, you are putting your life on the line. If you are just sparring, you are putting your life on the line every single time you step inside of that ring. What don't you understand? Every single time a fighter steps inside of the ring, he or she is putting their life on the line. So it's not okay for you individuals to keep cheating. It's just not okay. And it's not okay for you to rush the people who just caught you cheating. You need to stay silent. You're going to tell them they don't know what they doing when they've been doing it and catching bigger names than you? They caught Tyson Fury and he bigger than you. They caught Canelo Alvarez and he bigger than you. There are a lot bigger names than you, Conor Benn, who are cheating. And these agencies need to catch these cheaters. What are you talking about, man? It's a disgrace to the sport of boxing. And what you're doing is you're putting everybody's life at risk because of selfishness. Why don't you just work harder? If you work harder and then let it be what it is, let your skills pay the bills. But you keep putting, and when I say you, I'm not just talking to Conor Benn. You keep putting drugs in your system. And then you're expecting people to say, you know what, it's okay. Well, guess what? This guy right here is telling you that it's not okay. It will never be okay. I don't care who you are. If you are using performance enhancement drugs to accentuate yourself, to help you cut weight faster, to help you do this, then I'm not okay with it. Once you get popped hot, if it's in your system and they pop you for it, hey, then I know about it. And then I can't support you. That's how it works. Now, I'm on social media and people on social media say, oh, everybody does that. Everybody does that. Well, guess what? Hey, man, I can't control what I don't know about. But this is what I will say. If this anti-doping agency catches you and it's in your system, I don't want to hear nothing. You need to just be silent and let the process be whatever it is. And then when they take punitive action, suspension for 6 months, then you do that. That's what Tyson Fury did. Tyson Fury, he stayed silent. He got, hey, Tyson Fury, how about the performance? He stayed silent. Hey, I'm not a cheater. No, he just shut up. And then it blew over. And then Tyson Fury went back to boxing. Canelo Alvarez, Reynoso camp. They got hit, Oscar Valdez. They got hit with these performance enhancements, right? Diuretics and cutting weight and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I ate bull steak. Yeah, okay. Okay. They say, hey, I'm trying to prove my innocence. And then they stop talking about it. They ain't go on a social media rant trying to rush the people that just caught them cheating. They ain't do none of that. They got silent. They say, hey, man, I'm trying to be a clean fighter. I don't know what's going on. That's what I think Conor Benn needs to do. Just be silent, man. And guess what? It's one of your rights. Even in the European country, your right to remain silent is still golden. So now, if you want everyone to believe that these people didn't catch those illegal contaminants in your system, then this is what you need to do. You need to say, hey, I ain't do it. And then be silent. People like Tyson Fury have showed you the way. Canelo Alvarez has showed you the way. Oscar Valdez has showed you the way. These are the people in recent times who have gotten popped hot. You got me? They said a little bit, and then they said the media will blow over it. Everyone will move on. But what you're doing is making yourself look like a bigger cheater. That's what you're making yourself look like. So just be silent on this situation. Hey, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Hey, I want to maintain an honorable sport. I want to maintain my career in boxing and then get to fighting, get to sparring. That's what you got to do with this situation. But what you're not going to be able to do is make yourself believable when these guys have tested you and you done pop hot. They are human and they make mistakes. They do. However, the court of public opinion is very difficult to sway. So what you have to do is you got me? That's what you got to do. Listen, man, I'm trying to give you the game. I'm trying to give you the recipe. All you got to do is they hit you with that and then hey, I'm innocent. I'm going to prove my innocence. And then that's all you got to do. Canelo Alvarez did it. Tyson Fury did it. Oscar Valdez did it. I'm going to prove that I'm innocent. I wouldn't take illegal things, blah, blah, blah. That's what Conor Benn needs to do. So somebody, if you know him, tell Conor Benn and Conor Benn team, hey, Power Ground Boxing told you to just remain silent. You got me? Just remain silent. That's all you got to do. And then people will be like, it's okay. But man, you going over there and you're tooting that horn, people were like, oh yeah, you looking crazy. So just remain silent. Say what you're going to say and then remain silent. That's what you got to do, man. I'm telling you, man, because it's a bad look. It's a bad look. But what I will say about boxers who are getting hit with these performance enhancements, listen, I keep telling people that we need to just start a paired league. And then people can eat all the steak they want. They can drink all the tea they want. They can get caught with performance enhancements and, they can have flippy floppy gloves and everything and nobody will say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But in the regular sport, when they get to the regular sport, then they got to, they can do some testing and they clean now. You got me? But it just needs to be a line between the good sport and the bad sport. And right now, it seems as if there is no line. There are a lot of individuals who are putting blood, sweat, and tears, into trying to be as great as they need to be. But Russian Vada is a bad thing. This is what this guy right here needs to do. Have a seat. That's all he needs to do. Just have a seat. Everything will be okay if you just have a seat. And if you don't have a seat and you keep complaining, then you're going to look crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And right now, you're looking kind of crazy, Conor Benn. So listen, man, just calm down. I know you want to rush the WBC. I know you want to rush VADA. But listen, man, if you be silent, then the aftermath to this whole situation will blow over. People will forget about it. People will continue on and you won't be a headline. But right now, man, you're making yourself look really, really crazy. And this is for all of you individuals who are cheating or camps who are cheating and you're testing positive for banned substances. Listen, you get caught, you pop hot, say, hey, I'm gonna try to prove my innocence. Hey, I love the sport of boxing. That's my career, it's my life. And then just be quiet. Don't throw no shots at Gervonta, Conor Benn. No, don't throw no shots. Just because you make yourself look crazy. But just, and like I said, for individuals who be like, oh, every fighter has done this. And well, look, man, it got to be proven. It has to be proven. But let me know in the comment section, what do you think about Conor Benn's anger at the WBC and at VADA for, I guess, not rushing the investigation into him taking performance enhancements. Man, I tell you. Look, this is Power Grind Boxing, courtesy of Power Grind Sports, talking about the biggest names in sports and entertainment. I got to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Power Grind Boxing. I'm trying to build this channel. We're trying to build worldwide. You can check us at powergrindboxing.com. PGB Promotions. Hey, man, we done held a couple of successful events. Looking forward, we donate boxing equipment. So, that's what we do. We do a lot of great things. We hold exhibitions and we love boxing. That's what we do, man. And it's 7 of us right now, but we're trying to build a bigger team. Do you understand? We are dedicated to this great sport of boxing. Listen, I got to remind you to stay on the grind. Peace.